What is it exactly? Well, it's an accelerometer inside a globe, and it visualizes data. It's a data visualizing snow globe. What I ended up creating is a prototype for a drawing tool that creates semi-abstract imagery based on the movements of the user's interaction with the object. You can shake it, tip it upside down, whatever you want. The idea is to encourage you to explore what movements work best for you. The accelerometer then catches this information and generates a coloured cube. If you turn right, you get red cubes, left you get green, up orange, down blue, backwards purple, and forwards yellow. So basically it's just opposite colours for opposite directions. Now it does take a little while to get a handle on how the controller works. You have to play with it for quite a bit and experiment with your movements and interaction with the object to get the results you want, which is part of the game. So how I came to this Accelero snow globe started with my fascination of little kids and their ability to learn how to unlock a smartphone before they've learned how to walk. I wanted to explore their interaction with technology and real objects to find a way to embrace the two. I wanted to find a way to use their awkward little mannerisms at play as a data input to generate some form of visual feedback. So my first idea was to create a children's toy and turn it into a controller. I thought I could use the elements from a typical gaming controller and adapt them to the workings of a toy dinosaur. I very quickly realised that I would need to scope down this project, so I decided to focus on one module, the accelerometer. An accelerometer is an electromechanical device that has tiny little capacitors inside it. These capacitors are attached to springs, so when an external force is put on the accelerometer, the capacitors move, alternating the electrical current, returning 3 points of data. In this case, I use those 3 points of data to represent the X, Y, and Z axes in a digital environment. So as you can see here, I've got control of this object using the accelerometer. I did have a lot of trouble coming up with a solution to the problem, what is the data going to create? How would the movements of the user best be used and explored? I went through more trials and tests than I care to admit, trying to find the right aesthetic for this project. Would it generate some abstract piece of artwork, or would I challenge the way the user moves through some sort of logical game or puzzle? The reason that I decided to leave it so blank was because I want the user to be the creator. I want to have provided them with an object to interact with and a very vague set of rules to encourage them to explore and experiment with it. So far I've had some pretty interesting results, and I do look forward to working more on this in the future.
Oh yeah!